You think you've seen every overpowered isekai hero out there? Think again. These 10 hidden gems feature main characters so broken, so absurdly strong, it's a crime they aren't talked about more. Let's dive in. Number 10. Other Side Picnic. You're casually exploring the internet one night when you find yourself knee-deep in cursed forums that whisper your name. Boom. Welcome to the other side, where nightmares have Wi-Fi and physics took a vacation. You meet Sorawo, quiet, sharp-eyed, the type who looks like she hasn't slept since 2015, and Toriko, who probably bench presses eldritch gods for fun. Together, you two stroll into another dimension like it's a Target sale. Monsters, distorted faces, ghosts that crawl out of walls. Just another Tuesday. And you know what? You don't even scream anymore. You're too tired. That's the mood. Watching these girls survive digital creepypastas turn 3D is like witnessing courage fueled purely by trauma and caffeine. The vibes swing between gay panic and existential dread, and somehow it works. Other Side Picnic isn't your average power fantasy. It's a weirdly chill descent into chaos, where the scariest part isn't the monsters, it's realizing you'd probably follow them anyway. Because let's be honest, you've seen worse in anime comment sections. This is Emma vs Anime. Watch this video to the end and hit that subscribe button now. Number 9. Conception. Please give birth to my child. Ah yes, conception. You wake up one morning and the universe is like, congrats, champ, you've been summoned. Also, start making babies with 12 girls to save the world. You blink, the world blinks back, and somehow you go along with it. Our hero Itsuki isn't fighting demons with swords or spells, he's fighting responsibility and awkward harem logic. Every time he says, let's make a child, you can feel his soul leaving his body in embarrassment. The anime acts like it's serious, but bro, it's basically Pokemon Breeding Simulator Fantasy Edition. The dialogue? Peak awkward. The premise? Certified insanity. And yet you can't stop watching. There's a strange, hypnotic charm in how utterly shameless it is. You start cheering him on like, go, you poor emotionally traumatized king, repopulate that planet. By episode 5, you've stopped questioning the plot and started questioning yourself. This isn't an isekai, it's a social experiment. And you? You're failing it gloriously. Number 8. High school prodigies have it easy even in another world. You open your eyes and bam, you're a genius billionaire surgeon, samurai magician, scientist, politician, high schooler. All of that. You and your squad of prodigies get isekai'd and immediately decide, yeah, let's rebuild civilization. Because apparently, AP students can do anything. You invent democracy before breakfast, cure diseases before lunch, and launch an economic revolution before dinner. The villagers are like, are you gods? And you're like, nah, just gifted teens with crippling superiority complexes. Every episode feels like Elon Musk and Dr. Stone had a crossover and forgot to tone it down. There's zero struggle, zero hesitation, just straight flexing. You're so OP, the world bows in gratitude and confusion. Meanwhile, you're sipping tea like, I should probably invent airplanes next. It's the most satisfying power trip since sliced bread learned self-awareness. Sure, it's ridiculous, but in the most shut-off-your-brain and vibe way possible. And let's be honest, you'd abuse that genius privilege too. Number 7. Sky Wizards Academy. You're floating in the sky, armed with magic guns, facing insect monsters the size of apartment buildings, and you're like, normal Monday. That's Sky Wizards Academy for you. Kanata Age, the protagonist, is your typical I swear I'm not special kind of guy who casually solos monsters that destroy cities. The dude gets demoted to a teacher, trains a group of unmotivated misfits, and still wipes the floor with everyone else. Meanwhile, his students are too busy blushing to realize their instructor's basically the Michael Jordan of sky combat. The best part? Kanata doesn't even flex. He's the anime equivalent of that one classmate who says, I didn't study, then scores a 100. The battles look like someone dropped a laser show into a tornado, and the dialogue? Peak teen drama meets military pep talk. You watch him soar through explosions and think, bro's not even trying. Then you remember, this is anime. Trying is for side characters. Kanata's busy being the sky's quiet nightmare. Number 6. Anti-Magic Academy, the 35th Test Platoon. You join a squad known as the 35th Test Platoon, aka the discarded children of academia. Everyone else has guns. You? A sword. In a world that hunts witches, you're basically a walking boomer joke. Takaru, your captain, swings his blade like he's late for revenge. The dude's so good it's offensive. He slices magic bullets out of the air while giving heartfelt speeches about teamwork. And somehow it works. His team, a sniper, a scientist, a psycho, and a nun with baggage, are a chaotic mess of chemistry and tension. It's messy, it's overdramatic, it's awesome. The anime screams, we may be rejects, but we have vibes, and those vibes are lethal. Every battle ends with Takaru drenched in coolness and probably mild trauma. You start cheering for them, not because they're perfect, but because they're the scrappy underdogs who refuse to quit. By episode 10, you realize you're not watching rejects, you're watching legends in denial. Number 5. Hybrid Heart Magia's Academy Ataraxia. You step into a world where humanity's last defense against alien invasion is powered by lewdness. That's right, power-ups via awkward contact. You're questioning your life choices, but anime logic demands you proceed. Kizuna Hida, the poor soul leading this circus, can literally transfer power to female fighters by, how do we put this, recharging their emotions. It's basically Dragon Ball meets fan service gone wild. Every time he powers up a teammate, you can feel his dignity disintegrating atom by atom. But under the madness, there's actually a solid sci-fi plot. Crazy mech suits, interdimensional war, betrayal, it's all there. And then boom, someone moans mid-battle, balance restored. You're torn between laughing and saluting. Kizuna's broken ability makes him an unstoppable support-type hero in a world that doesn't even pretend to be normal. You finish the series, close your laptop and whisper, I watched it for the plot. And maybe, just maybe, you're not lying. Number 4. Undefeated Bahamut Chronicle. You trip, fall, and accidentally crash into a royal bath. Congratulations, you've unlocked your harem route. Lux Arcadia, once a prince, now a humble knight with the personality of polite destruction. This man fights in a mech suit shaped like a dragon, apologizing mid-punch. Sorry, he says, as he absolutely annihilates his opponent's career. The combat is shiny, the girls are royalty with attitude issues, and every duel feels like a mix of elegance and chaos. Lux is the type who could conquer kingdoms, but would rather make friends and blush about it. He's overpowered, honorable, and probably allergic to arrogance. Every scene screams, I'm too nice for this plot. It's mecha, it's harem, it's absurdly dramatic, and you eat it up like popcorn. Because deep down, you love watching someone win flawlessly while apologizing. Lux doesn't lose. Lux doesn't rage. Lux just sighs, swings, and wins. Every single time. Number 3. Laidbackers. You think you've seen weird? Laidbackers laughs in your face. You're reincarnated into modern Japan expecting to fight demons, then end up managing a candy shop with former heroes who've traded swords for snacks. It's chaos, sugar-coated. You're surrounded by reincarnated warriors who act like lazy roommates. The Demon Lord? She's an actual child now. Your epic destiny? Babysitting. Congrats, you're the world's most reluctant hero. Between brewing coffee and existential dread, you realize this show's genius. It's a parody, a slice of life, and a low-key therapy session for overworked protagonists. Harami, your main girl, could vaporize mountains, but she'd rather nap. And honestly, mood. It's adorable, it's ridiculous, it's surprisingly deep. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll wonder how an anime about unemployed heroes somehow hits harder than half the shonen genre. Laidbackers is proof you don't need drama to be epic. Sometimes saving the world just means restocking candy. Number 2. How a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom. You wake up in another world expecting swords, dragons, and destiny. Instead, you get paperwork. Mountains of it. Congratulations, you're Suma Kazuya, the first isekai protagonist to defeat enemies with a PowerPoint presentation. While everyone else is swinging swords, you're fixing taxes, reorganizing the army, and subtly stealing the throne through sheer competence. It's like watching an accountant become a god. Every meeting feels like a boss battle, every budget reform a final duel. Suma isn't flashy, but when he flexes logic, kingdoms tremble. He's the overpowered hero of common sense, outsmarting warlords while sipping tea and giving TED Talks on governance. The romance? Surprisingly wholesome. The politics? Shockingly engaging. You start taking notes, then you realize this man made spreadsheets look epic. The true magic system here is Excel. You're watching Game of Thrones if it had therapy and efficiency. And honestly, you'd vote for this guy. Twice. Number 1. Do you love your mom and her 2-hit multi-target attacks? You get isekai'd finally, adventure awaits. Swords, monsters, quests, and your mom, your literal mom. Mamako Usuki, the most adorable and terrifying creature to ever wield dual blades of maternal domination. Your Masato, teenage gamer, emotionally unstable and now permanently embarrassed. Every battle, she one-shots the boss while you cry in the corner. Every village visit, she gets praised while you get overshadowed. This isn't an isekai, it's family therapy wrapped in humiliation. The comedy, top tier. The trauma, eternal. But beneath the memes, there's heart. The show low-key teaches you that maybe, just maybe, your mom's love is the ultimate power-up. Mamako's kind, wholesome, and statistically capable of deleting Goku. Watching her flex both swords and affection is weirdly inspiring. You start thinking, maybe you'd let her join your party too, until she calls you sweetie in front of the Demon Lord. Then you log out of life. Legend says Masato's still recovering. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe.